start the day with a cuppa. And I always make a mess. Always make a mess. What I really need is a kitchen roll holder. So I'm going to make one. This is what I'm going to make it from. This is more of the rescued firewood. And for those of you that like the metal melting, I shall be making metal parts for the base. Got my new bowl gouge through at last. Get the saw out. Big crack there, plenty of cracks here. And this top bit's rather soft, so I'll have to remove that. This piece of wood's thick enough to make two bases. So all I have to do is cut this one in half. Well, that's the basic shape done. Just give it a sanding. And I'm using the light here to show you. Got a lot of tear out. And it'll take forever to sand down, so I'm going to sharpen up the spindle gouge and see if I can take that out, because it is very soft in parts, this is. I've done that, and I'm just going to check, see if there's any scratches left on there, because I don't want to put the wax on and then find there's still scratches. And this is the underside. Basically it's going to have two layers, an inner ring which will be filled with lead, and the outer ring which will hold the aluminium plate. This is the top, and that bit will hold the pole. I could do with a smaller parting tool really, but you can't have everything. It would be better if I cut that one in half, but I haven't got anything to split it with here. I could chainsaw it in half, but I've got nothing to hold the damn thing. So I'm just going to have to spend the time and whittle this one down. It's the most boring part of wood turning, taking the rough corners off. You get there eventually, then you can start cranking up the speed. Make sure I get it the right size. On a rounded top, of course. I'll put tape on that because it's still drying. I've taped up the open ends, you know, the end grain. Helps stop it from warping and cracking too much. Because although the video looks like I'm doing all this in a day, it's not. It's been over the last fortnight. Well, I screwed the other one up, so I'm using the other half of the base. This one I think is a bit nicer. It's a bit more gnarly. It's got some good figuring, and I don't mind those cracks when it's like that. So basically, just starting again. That's where the lead weight's going to go, and I'll make it to fit that, because this is going to dry as well, and it will warp, but at least that'll hold it nicely. And I've run out of tape, so I'm putting a bit of wax on the end grain on this one. I've still got the other one. It's just that I'm going to have to put a bigger pole on it. So here we are. The noise you can hear in the background, that's the neighbour to my right with his little mantis. He's very noisy. I haven't done a melt for ages, so I was actually thinking there, what order do I do everything in? But I get it right. Now for this, I'm just going to drop it straight into the middle. Because it's so thin, if I pulled it from the edge and had to go all the way across, I think it just might freeze too quickly. If it was thicker, I think it would be alright. looks okay. Nothing's stuck in there. I'm using the gloves because that's still hot from when I made a cup of coffee. My favourite rubber-handled spoon. Next time I get on one, I'll try and get one without the rubber handle. It wasn't a very good pour, that one. It didn't find the hole very quickly. Not yet. It's important to wear gloves when you do the reveal. 99% perfect, 1% wrong. And unfortunately that 1% wrong just destroys the whole thing. See how hot that is? So we try again. That's not the brush. Yeah, let's forward faster a little bit. That one looks okay. This is actually the third attempt. The middle one didn't come out at all. I didn't melt it, but it just didn't come out in the sand very well. I'm putting little air ducts in, just in case that last one was caused by a bubble. And I shall do a direct pour down the hole as well. But it's still really hot. This is the lead I'm going to be using, so it's mostly fishing weights. That's a big old grape shot or something. That's a musket ball. Scrap. Bullets as well. And that is one big heavy slug. this one's straight down the hole, and I'm standing as far back as I can, just in case a little bit of air gets caught. It's not really advised, but I did put the vents in though. Someone left the cups at home. I took them home to give them a clean, so I'll drink out of the coffee jar. Did the job. What's it like? Well, double thumbs up. Someone's happy. Come on, we want to see it. That's better. There you go. Bit of moisture for the sand. Those dry, hard lumps can really ruin your project. This is for the lead disc. Completely plain, but I have put a slight taper on it to make it come out easier. I thought, should I put a top on it or not? I decided not. It's funny how the oxide layer doesn't melt in, it just stays the same. And it just goes to show, it's just like water when it's really hot. And I didn't frame this very well. Never mind. Yeah, don't kick it. Well, that's the disc. It's got quite a weight to it. And that's the bar. Even heavier. So, back to the workshop. That is so much quicker with this disc sander. It would have taken me forever to hand rub that down with sandpaper. But final polishing, I want that middle circle shining. And after using the hard white tip, I used a softer buffing wheel as well. Very nearly there. Just add glue. Now before I go any further, just put a bit of wax on it. A bit of wax for the post as well. Get it nice and in there. And then buff it off. Oh yeah. That's some good action. And as always, apply the glue with a pencil. I've got nothing else handy. And basically I did the same for the base as well. There's the final product. Nice and gnarly. Nice and heavy with that nice special base. It's really nice to combine the wood turning and the metal melting as well. Oh, perfect. Absolutely wonderful. I'm very happy with that one. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, please do.